Toronto Mayor Rob Ford admits he's gone over the line. This morning, Ford may find out just how isolated he could be on that other side. In a political scandal like no other, it's been a week that has seen him admit to buying illegal drugs, face new unproven allegations about his behavior in office, and make a shockingly vulgar statement on live television. Now Ford's own words seem to explain what's behind today's move to take away his powers.
Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough. That's it.
This is a look at how things are inside Toronto City Council. Many councillors turning their backs on Ford yesterday when he spoke. A symbolic protest, but something that also shows what Ford is facing in the days ahead. Let's take you now live right to Toronto City Hall. And our reporter on the story again for us, Lorenda Redekop, there outside the mayor's office. We believe he's going to be in City Council this morning, Lorenda. So what's in store for him there?
Well, that's right, because there is a special council meeting. It starts at 9:30. We've just seen in the past few days and over the past weeks, more and more councillors really turning against the mayor. Even if they were on side with him before, a lot of them aren't anymore. We saw that in the council meeting, as many actually turned their backs to him during the meeting, just to show how they felt about what had been going on and the things that he said yesterday. And we did hear from some of the councillors and exactly how they're feeling. Here are a couple of them, starting with Denzelman Wong.
He used some very vulgar language toward a former staff member. He's crossed the line. No apology would suffice in this circumstance. He has to resign.
He has lost the privilege and the confidence of council to act in a way that puts his office, the reputation of council, and good government and good public service at risk. That's over. Those days are behind us. He's mayor in name only, and we're moving forward.
Adam Vaughan and Denzelman Wong, two of the councillors who'll be involved in this. And just again, specifically what they're going to be looking at, they're going to try to remove some of his powers, right, Lorenda?
Exactly. So that starts today, and there are two powers they're looking at removing. His power as head of emergency management, so to declare an emergency. The other one is hiring and firing of committee heads and the deputy mayor. Then there's another meeting scheduled for Monday, and that's where they're looking at much larger powers to get rid of. For example, cutting his office budget, and that would mean he now has 19 staffers. It would go down to 3. Basically make him just like any other city councillor and give a lot of his powers to the deputy mayor.
You have been on that spot for us on this story for weeks now, through all of the stranger and ever stranger twists and turns. Can you sort of sum up the evolution of this story, what it's been like there at City Hall?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, you see that I do have some room right now. Certainly later in the day, I know I won't. There are so many cameras here, international media. This story is getting so much attention, and you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, yesterday, after Rob Ford held that news conference, he ended up plowing through all of the reporters. There is a back entrance. I mean, all of these things that just take us completely by surprise. And I mean, yesterday morning, too, in that scrum that we didn't know he was going to talk. And then he, said that he was planning on suing some of his former staffers who had gone forward to the police and came forward with allegations contained in those documents. He said that a lot of those things were untrue. Then he made that very crude comment that took us all by surprise. We didn't know. Wow, I think a lot of us were a bit speechless. And then there was yet more. I mean, every day it seems like there's another revelation. And after that scrum, there was another one, and that was when we asked him about drinking and driving, which is another allegation that comes in those police documents. And here's how he responded.
Consumed alcohol by
I might have. Yeah, I don't recall. Yeah, I might have had some drinks and driven there, which was absolutely wrong. But outside of that, I've said what I had to say, and we're going to take. You know what? Yeah, again, I'm not perfect. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Okay.
So we'll see if anything new, any new revelations come today. But certainly, that meeting starting at 9:30.